Hey guys, welcome back. And today, as you can probably tell by the title, we are going to be talking about stubborn belly fat. So let's talk about that stubborn belly fat that we all know too well, the kind that just kind of gets in the way of life.
You've got to be kidding me.
So this was me 5 months ago, and this is me now. I was able to achieve this look by persistence and using the right method. As you can see, I now have oblique definition and my stomach is just overall flatter looking. I managed to lose a decent amount of fat without losing much weight. So in this photo I was 118 and I am now 115. So it's really only a couple pounds, but that's all my body needed. So today I'm going to run through 3 tips that helped me and what I find a lot of people do wrong when trying to lose stubborn belly fat. Alright guys, so the first tip we're going to talk about is diet. And I know it's something you've all heard before, but it is honestly so important because what you eat ultimately determines how much fat you will be burning. I personally don't eat any fad diets. I do, however, eat at a caloric deficit, which means you're eating less calories than you are burning. If you want to lose fat, let alone stubborn belly fat, you need to be eating at a caloric deficit. It's important to eat the proper amount of food for your fitness goals, along with eating structured meals. However, where most people go wrong is they think more is better. So they do extreme diets that are super restrictive with very low calories, and this will ultimately just lead you to have the opposite effect of what you want. And for various reasons, it will cause you to reach a fat loss plateau sooner. When trying to lose fat, a lot of people either don't pay too much attention to what they're eating or they're eating way too little. A good way to estimate what you should be eating when trying to lose fat is your weight times 13. I also highly recommend that you track your calories. I use an app called MyFitnessPal on my phone just to make it easy for myself. And on a side note, I would try not to consume liquid calories as they don't suppress hunger and people tend not to compensate for them. So once you start tracking your calories and you now know what your total calorie intake is for the day, you can start to implement a calorie deficit. You'll want to do it slowly and drop calories by 100 every other week or so. This way, rather than crash dieting, you will eventually lose the fat and you won't hit a fat loss plateau like you would if you went to the lower calories right away. Dropping your calories slowly will also help prevent strength loss during this time. So moving on to tip number 2, which is cardio. So now the main issue that people run into when working out is cardio. They really like to overdo it. While cardio is great for fat loss, the main thing that's going to happen to your body after loads of cardio is you're going to slim out. But now what? You slim down, but you don't have much tone or definition, and you still haven't lost that stubborn belly fat. So how can you progress from here? You can't just add more cardio because the only thing you've already been focusing on is cardio. So similar to dropping calories slowly, you want to gradually add cardio into your routine while focusing on weight training. So you can start with 2 steady state cardio sessions of around 20 to 25 minutes. I usually do Stairmaster on speed 8 to 9, and that's straight for 20 to 25 minutes, while also increasing your total amount of steps taken within a day, whether that's while you're out running errands or just setting aside an hour at any point of the day to go for a walk and just get the body moving. Once you stop seeing progress, you can now slowly start to add smaller sessions of cardio into your daily routines. So that would be an 8 to 10 minute run now every day on top of the 2 steady state cardio sessions you already have. This is just a routine I like to do. You could choose to do a 3rd steady state cardio session or add in a HIIT session, as long as you're continuing to add cardio as needed. For some reason, people think that mainly focusing on weight training in the gym will not help them slim down. While with weight training, your metabolism stays elevated for longer. So even after you've left the gym, you're still burning calories from that session. While with cardio, it stops almost immediately. I'm personally just someone who really doesn't enjoy cardio. So once I cut down on my cardio and I started focusing mainly on my weight training, I started to really enjoy my sessions. And honestly, my body has never looked better than it does right now. So overall, just focus on the compound movements and slowly adding cardio in as needed. So tip number 3 is dedication/patience. Now, that stubborn belly fat is the hardest area to target on the body. So don't give up when you aren't seeing the results you want, because I'm not gonna lie to you, you will lose fat in every other area possible before you lose the stubborn belly fat. And then one day something magical happens and you just start to see the results. That belly fat just starts to wither away. Therefore, it's important to stay on track and not get discouraged, because it doesn't happen in a month, but you will notice a big difference if you are seriously putting in the work and seriously eating properly within that month. We all want that easy, fast solution nowadays, and we get discouraged when things get too hard or take too long, but these are all just excuses. And honestly, that attitude is just gonna drain you and bring you down. You have to remember that progress is progress, no matter how small. And sooner than later, you will see big results. Better yet, you'll be so happy that you went through with this, and you will lose that stubborn belly fat. We're all capable of putting in the work, but how hard are you willing to push yourself is the question. Alrighty guys, I know a lot of the stuff I talked about today are things you've heard come up again and again, but there's a reason you keep hearing these things. It's truly important to be eating properly, doing the right training, and just being patient and dedicated. Because if you aren't doing these 3 basic steps, you're not gonna get the results you want. So you kind of just have to reevaluate and go back to the basics in order to progress. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe down below, as I will be posting more content in the future. Say bye. Say bye.